Hi everyone, this is Miss Jess from the Monroe Street Art Center, and I have a 3D building project for you today for your art kit number 7. Today we're going to be making these little tiny plant friends or garden friends. So I've got my little fern up here. This is where they're going to hang out. I don't know, protect my little plant, watch it and hang out, okay? For this project today, take a look inside your kit. You guys are going to be using this little baggie of they almost feel like styrofoam shapes, but these are actually like little corn puff things. And we're gonna build with them today by getting them wet. So once you get them wet, you can kind of stick them together and they'll sort of harden like a really hard, I don't know, crusty art supply. They're really crazy. Okay, so the other thing you're gonna need, this little baggie. You could use your Googly Eyes if you wanted to. We're gonna be using our pipe cleaners, so whatever pipe cleaners you have, take those out. We're gonna use our Tacky Glue today, so I got my container of Tacky Glue. To apply my Tacky Glue, I'm just gonna be using this Q-tip today. You might want your baggie of beads to decorate with, and then a variety of craft sticks. Oh, maybe also you're gonna want some of your stickers too. I'm gonna show you guys another project with these stickers. Okay, so to make these little guys, the little corn puff things are used to make their faces in their hats or like their faces in their hair or something, okay? So for example, I'm gonna look inside my baggie and I've got a circle one and let's see, I've got a little triangle one, right? Kind of looks like he's wearing a little tiny hat. So with this, I've got a little container of water. This is just an old spice jar that I just put a little bit of water in, okay? So to stick them together, I'm gonna dip one of them in my water, just enough to get it wet, okay? Now it's gonna feel a little bit slimy, and then just by sticking these two together, there we go, okay, and kind of like squish it, they kind of become like one shape. Okay, now they're stuck together. That's going to be the back side of his little head. That's the front side, okay? So I'm going to need this to dry before I can actually turn it into a little face. So I'm going to set this one off to the side. And you guys can get creative. Even if you didn't want to make one of these little people and you just want to build with these or put something together, you can just experiment with all your different shapes. So I could dunk it in, get a little slimy, find another piece and stick it to it. And I could just make up my very own new structure if I wanted to. Like, what if I dip this one in next and I stick those two together? Okay, what else can you guys come up with these? I would be very interested to see what you guys end up making with this, okay? So, I don't know, this is pretty cool to just stick them all together like this. But I'll show you the second part of this project because I actually stuck some together already that are dry and ready for the next step. Oh my goodness, now I can't stop. So you get the idea, right? I'll hold this up nice and close so you guys can see. I don't know, it's just cool. They all stick together. Huh, right? So I'll set those off to the side to dry. And I'll show you the ones that I have already put together that are dry. So again, little circle with a little tiny hat. This one is now hard and crusty. It's ready to be used. And then I also thought I found 2 hearts and a circle, and I thought when I put those together, this kind of reminds me of like a little bumblebee. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one into a bumblebee, and then I just decided to make a second one because I really liked the shape of this one. So maybe I've got 2 bumblebees. Okay, all right, so for this part, I'm gonna pick out a craft stick that I want to stick the head to and use a little bit of Tacky Glue. Just put a dot, a little bit more. Put a dot on the back of the head. It doesn't take much. The nice thing about Tacky Glue is that it's super sticky and it dries pretty fast. So I put a little bit on the back. I'm gonna stick it to my craft stick. Of course, this is gonna need a little bit of drying time, but I think mine will be sturdy enough that I can go ahead and add my pipe cleaners right away, okay? So I've got my little head on my little dude. I'm gonna show you guys how to make, like if I wanna make a little shirt and a pair of pants for this little person, I can wrap my pipe cleaners around it to make it look like it has arms and a shirt and then legs. So I've got my pipe cleaner here, and I'm gonna start just by wrapping it around the top. At first it's a little awkward to make it stay, so I'm kind of pinching it here and I'm using my other hand to wrap around. Okay, now after I do maybe 1 or 2 times of wrapping it around like this with the long pipe cleaner that's hanging off the side, I'm going to actually fold it back towards the center, leaving sort of like this little tiny loop. That's going to end up being an arm. So I pinch it like this. Okay, now that extra I just folded right across the front, and I'm going to fold an arm on that side as well. Fold it back, okay, pinch it together. Not a bad idea to twist it up, make sure it's going to super duper stay. Okay, now with the rest of this, I'm just going to keep this continuing down, wrapping around my craft stick until there's no more left. Okay, aha, little arms. Okay, let's see, to make little pants, I'm going to pick out another color. Maybe this person's just wearing all red, a red jumpsuit. With this one, okay, so I've got my long pipe cleaner. I'm going to fold it in half across my stick like this, and then wrap them both around equally until I'm left with 2 little stumps that are going to look like legs. These would be really long legs. I'm going to keep wrapping it a few more times. Okay, there's one side. And the other side, maybe one more time. Okay. So now my guy's got little legs, haha. The last couple of details, if I wanted to, I could take a permanent marker and draw a little face on here. So I'm gonna do 2 eyes. And again, like I said, if you want to, you guys can use your googly eyes. Just put a little bit of tacky glue on it and you can stick a little eye on. Maybe I'll do that on my next one. Okay. Or if you wanted to, like maybe I want this little guy to have buttons on the front of his red jumpsuit. If I wanted to do that, I could just add a little bit of glue to my pipe cleaner. Okay, and then take one of those small beads and stick it on. Okay, maybe I'll do another one down here. Purple bead, and then maybe one more. Green bead. Cool, so now he's got buttons. Okay, and then I can set him in my garden and he'll just dry and hang out. Okay, now for my next one, I wanted to give you guys another idea for, maybe I'll turn this one into a flower since it does kind of remind me of a flower. I'm gonna pick out a craft stick. Maybe I'll do like a teeny tiny one this time. Okay, of course I need to use a little bit of tacky glue, so I'll put it on the back, stick it together. Okay. Now for this one, if this is going to be a flower, I'm going to use my green pipe cleaner, and this time when I fold the sides over, instead of being little arms, they're going to be like little leaves or like petals. So I'll start wrapping it around here. This one's smaller, so it's even harder to do. Uh-oh. Oh no, it landed in my water. Oh, well, I have to let this one dry. At least I've got another one I can work with. So clearly, it's not quite dry enough. Maybe I wasn't ready to use my pipe cleaners yet. So I'm wrapping it around to make a little petal. I'll twist it like that and just kind of leave it open this time instead of closing it and twisting it. So there's one on that side. Maybe I want another one on this side. Voila. Okay. Now, since this little one, that one got all wet falling into my water, I'm going to add my other one here. And squish it together. Ta-da! How cute is that? Or maybe it's like a little bumblebee going down to a flower or something. Okay. The last thing I was going to show you guys is, depending on what stickers you got, you guys can always make flowers just by sticking them to one of those little wooden pieces. And then if you wanted to, you could glue that to a bigger craft stick and make a bunch of flowers like this. So maybe I want to use my tacky glue, put some at the top. Okay, like that. Squish it together. And I could use my other stickers too. Now that I've got that one on, I could peel them off and just stick them on. Ooh, I have more. Now I've got a whole stack of flowers, okay? Ta-da! So it's up to you guys. You guys can get really creative with this. Go ahead and put them in little potters or little plants. They look so fun. If you wanted to, you could probably write on the side of this too. If there's a certain kind of herb or a certain kind of flower, you could write the name of it on your craft stick and then add it to your pot. Okay, so have fun with this. If you guys want to share your creations, I would love to see what you come up with.